All right, so a couple important lessons from that vote. One, cannot trust Josh. I thought for sure that he was the fourth vote, and then I ended up in a room with Antonio and Michael, and Antonio was saying that he was the fourth vote for Maddie. So that was wild. And then Josh did end up admitting that he was the vote. So, I mean, that's good. I'm certainly not ruling out working with him. You can't really do that in this game.
Back to the forest. Back to the forest.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
I wasn't sure if there was going to be a fourth vote there.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I was really scared too. I was feeling good after the first two were not the one that I submitted for Maddie. I was like, okay, there's at least one more.
Yeah. I definitely want to work with both of you. Like,
yeah, no, same.
Do we know who the fourth was? Because I have no idea.
Probably Bloody.
Okay. I don't know. I'm curious. I want to find out.
I'm not sure.
I felt bad for Maddie. He was really, really cool, but
he was so nice and sweet. It's just, he was really running around, like, not in game, but in the chats. Like, I heard he had a group chat with like CJ and Josh, and then he made one with me and CJ, and then just like trying to make a lot of chats. And normally, like, I don't know, I would feel fine if he had told me he was going to do that. But having all of those chats and then like, me finding them out as opposed to him telling me was just like, oh, well, I thought we were close, but I guess not.
It's one thing to talk about the vote and it's another thing to vote, you know? That was wild. I think I underestimated how insane these vote outs would be. And especially living through the first one, it literally down to the last minute, I didn't know who I was voting. So I don't know. And from the sound of it, it sounds like Josh was in a similar page.
So Maddie just got voted out. And this is the first time I feel like I fucked up today. And I was in a pivot point, had to choose my alliance. I think I chose the worst of the three options. But now we know, and I'm still here, so I think it's okay. I told Erin that I voted for her. We'll see what she does with that, and I think I'm gonna... Hopefully this is an immunity challenge, single immunity, and I can win it.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
What a fucking vote.
Right?
That was crazy.
Crazy.
That was intense.
Congratulations, Tracy. You're still our elder.
Yeah, I guess that means no one didn't submit a vote, right? So, yeah, we all love you as the leader, I guess.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. I didn't mean to put a target on your back, Bloody.
Oh, I didn't even, it's funny because when Casey said that, I was like, oh, that's funny because I kind of joked about it in my confessional. So I wonder if he like actually pulled from that, although I'm sure he's plenty busy enough to be looking at my confessional, but it's fine. I thought it's just funny that like Jeffrey and you guys have such differing, well, I guess similar opinions, but different emotions about them.
Does this get weird now? I don't know how this works.
Oh, it's not been weird for you?
Oh no, but it just gets super weird. Like when we interact with the person that almost got voted off. Like, do we say, how you feeling there, Erin?
Yeah.
I think that really depends on Erin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. It's for everyone's here just to play.
Hopefully she has the right kind of personality.
I don't see her getting real aggressive, so.
No, not Erin.
She can get aggressive. No.
But it's gotta feel weird. I mean, like, God forbid, like, I mean, none of us, I at least didn't hear anyone else's name that round. So, I mean, I can't personally relate to what that must have been like.
Oh, Tracy left.
Yeah.
There's something funny about, I thought that the vote was going one way and then getting into the room of it all and hearing people talk. Like, it's so weird, like, because just watching it on season 1, you kind of get a sense for it, but like, just being in it is so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really had no idea
I wasn't sure where the votes were going either. I voted for Maddie because personally I had heard that he had made like a lot of different like alliances and stuff.
Yeah.
And I did, as much as I liked him, like I didn't think that was something that was good for the tribe. But I also still don't even know who voted who or anything. But I just wish it wasn't like a split, because I really do want our tribe to stick together. But now I'm kind of worried like that's going to be more difficult. I don't know.
It's tough because it's like on one hand, like you wanted everyone to vote the same way, but then no one was telling me either way. So I was like, I want to be with the majority, but then I wasn't sure where it was.
Yeah. Well, and apologies for that. Like that last round was such a fucking whirlwind.
So this isn't a delegation round either.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So did the round start now? I'm so confused. Okay.
I think we're in round 5 now because we finished.
I feel really good about the fact that I went with my gut there. I thought, okay, well, who is better for my game to stay? And the clear winner was ERON. So regardless of if it was a bit of a leap of faith to vote Maddie out, I was willing to do it because the reward of having ERON stay and Maddie go was that much greater.
All right, Prometheans. So we have 3 quick announcements that we need to make. First up, Maddie was the most recent sacrifice from the game. In addition to this cycle, we will be adding 2 modifiers. First, we will be starting this cycle off as a delegation cycle. As a reminder for those who do not remember, a delegation cycle is when any player may travel to any room regardless of the teams at play. In addition to this cycle will also be a blackout modifier. The blackout modifier means that you cannot use Messenger. All interactions must be face-to-face. On that note, you are free to travel about the breakout rooms, and I will call you for your challenge shortly.
Okay, so we just had our delegation round. We got to meet the other tribe people. It was great to finally get to meet them.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you see Tasha is drunk out of her mind. She is.
She had 1 White Claw. What happened?
Six now.
Oh.
She started dancing for us. She started dancing for us.
Oh, period.
She was like,
Should I go and
you guys
meet
heard
her?
the Red Hot Chili Peppers? You should, because her internet is popping and she was dancing.
Okay. I'm gonna go jump into their room. Hopefully she doesn't leave.
I really wanted to utilize the breakout room. I was able to get on a video with Louise, and quickly I was like, I want to establish an alliance with somebody on the other tribe so that if I get to the merge, I have a secret alliance with someone that will protect me on that side and I can protect them on my side. And Louise and I were just sitting there like, this is perfect, let's do it. She was super down, so I am gonna work with Louise as long as we both make it to the merge, so I hope she stays and I stay.
Well, while it's just us, I was gonna say, if we can like get to the merge and try to look out for each other, I'm super down.
Absolutely.
I'm like a little nervous. I was in the 4 of my tribe, but barely, and I'm not sure if like it's gonna flip back. So as long as I'm still there and you're still there, like totally liking this. Yeah.
We owe it to each other because, I mean, I've seen you around for like 4 years or something, maybe longer.
Yeah, same with you. That's funny. Hey, Josh.
Hi, Josh. I've never met you. Hello. So, it was a delegation round, so everybody got to talk to everybody. I got to speak to people I had not met yet, so like Antonio, Aaron, Josh. Barely talked to Bloody. She kept leaving every time I entered the room, but that's okay. I'm very, very scared about what might happen, but I'm hoping that my relationships are strong. Good, because it's what I exactly set out to do, to keep me here until the merge no matter what, and I believe I am going to be here tomorrow. I don't see a way that I won't be here tomorrow. I'm very, very excited about what is to come. I'm very excited to see what the deal is with how people are going to go to temple, who's going to potentially be safe going into temple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else was potentially going?
Aaron. So the other vote is Aaron.
Oh,
So in the temple. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We're kind of thinking that it might have been like Aaron.
Challenge. Yeah. Because we don't have any basis because we haven't been to a temple before, so we're just thinking we were basing it on the challenge, and Aaron and Maddie are like the ones who did in the challenge. So yeah, it was not on. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Can I ask, like, who do you feel is like kind of leading the pack on your side?
Good question, actually. But I would say Tracy and Bloody. I like the girls. Tracy, Bloody, and Erin are very tight.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually stayed in one room. CJ said that him and Josh are at the bottom, and that's perfect because we can definitely reel them in. Because I'm not sure at this point, like, I would want to take like Tracy out, Bloody out.
And then they have Michael and Antonio and in their numbers. So it's just me and Josh on the wrong side of the votes on that tribal. So yeah, it was very, I didn't expect it, but at the same time, it's a game. So yeah, I just kind of want to have
you guys should come to our side. Come to our side and help
I want to
get some power.
I'm, talking to other people like Jenny. I know Jenny outside the game, so I'm pretty excited. I actually played with her last summer in 2021 in Survivor British Columbia. It is a live reality game here in Vancouver where she and I were actually head-to-head in the first reward challenge, and we never actually worked together that season because I was pre-jury, she made it to the jury, and that's why when I saw her here, it's like, oh, finally we were able to have a chance to work as an alliance. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I might flip, who knows, I might side to the other side. How about in your tribe though? What's the dynamic, if I may ask though, because I have no idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've had to vote people out, so that sucks, but I think we all there hasn't really been anybody leading or follow. We all kind of get along really well.
I think everyone kind of like strategizes like together, like pretty well. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Because, like, I think, like, taking out Mark and Jeffrey, like, I think it just brought our team closer together.
Every vote we've had has been pretty easy consensus.
Really?
Yeah, except the very first one came down to just breakout rooms because there was one breakout room with the elder who couldn't vote. So the other one had 4 people.
That's right.
Those 4 people were like, all right. But then after that, it was just kind of like the 2 people who didn't do great at the challenge, one of them went home. Yeah. The next time, somebody who didn't do great at the challenge went home.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, it's been pretty consensus so far.
Yeah. You can see, like, Maddie went home on our side.
We had some characters on our tribe, and it luckily seems like we've calmed down a little bit.
Well, I was going to say, too, you guys lost all the edge, I feel, of your tribe. Like,
It's weird because if I'm a viewer, I'm very upset because every entertaining person got cut instantly. But if I'm me, I'm thrilled because it makes my life less stressful.
Even Maddie on his way out, like, serenaded us, like, literally, like, sang us a song on his way out, like a full fucking song. It was awesome. Like, we were just
I missed it.
Like, this was literally as he's getting voted out, and like, it was like, do you have any final words? And Tracy was like, can you sing for us?
Is that why you guys took so long? We were. I don't know.
No, you guys take so long.
Do we really? We couldn't tell if it was just we had never been there before, or if it just. Because it really feels like 10, 15 minutes when you're sitting there.
It does. Well, and that's the funny thing too. Like I completely mismanaged the time on that round. Like I thought I would have twice as much time as I had.
And do you guys feel like you're like kind of like set in kind of like a group, or do you want to play more of like a fluid game?
Like, do you mean like between tribes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just in general?
Right. I don't think anything is set on our tribe. I don't think there's really any lines drawn. I feel like that vote was very like sloppy. I don't think anyone really knew what the vote was even going to be between the two. So I think it's pretty fluid in terms of our tribe. And then I think for me, at least as far as the game, like, I think it's boring to all like work together, like from your starting tribe the whole game. Like I get there's reasons to, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I went to talk to Ben, but Ben was bonding with Bloody over other games that they played, and I was like, la la la, bye. Jocelyn, why'd they boot you out of the elder situation?
We're pretty sure, unless someone's lying to me and it doesn't seem like they are, I think Jeff did it on his way out to cause drama.
Yeah.
He was hoping that maybe he could have turned the vote for other people, but yeah.
I'm super glad Jeffrey wasn't on our tribe. I'm really starting to think that.
He was really nice and all. It was just one of those, I think he thought if the votes went in his favor and he stayed, then why not make a move for power at the same time kind of deal.
I think we're a pretty fun group. This is kind of fun, but I'm starting to kind of get an edge and like, okay, maybe I need to watch my back. And I didn't realize, like being a newcomer, I didn't realize by me saying about how Bloody is a great person and a good player and she's solid, puts a target on her back. So like now I'm starting to get this shit. So we'll see. But I'm looking forward to what we have to do next. So we will see.
Hi, here's Tasha here. I have been in breakout rooms with some of the other teammates. I don't trust anything they're saying, to be honest. I think Erin is honest because she got votes for her, so she feels on the bottom. So I think I'm gonna weasel my way in with Erin. I think Bloody, like Ben was saying, is a super strong player, and she knows how to manipulate. So she's gonna have to be like a see ya.
All right.
How many people are in here? Oh, perfect.
We're good. It's time.
We were just trying to figure out what we're going to do.
So I was just in Tracy, your group, and they're arguing about the votes with Erin, Bloody, and Josh.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Erin is, you mean Erin mad about her being voted on? They both voted against her?
Well, she's upset she got 3 votes. And I'm like, honey, I got 3 votes my first time too. You're my literally first round I got 3 votes. You're good. Just work through it. You're gonna be fine. But the thing is, I knew my exact 3 votes and she doesn't know who voted for her.
I gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not sure who voted for her entirely. I know who intended on voting for Maddie, so I guess process of elimination, but yeah, now. And I think some of our more seasoned players are kind of playing both sides of the fence.
I'm not playing any fence, I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Riding the brain chemicals of one win.
Yeah.
Going with the
we
flow.
literally celebrated like we had just won the Super Bowl or something.
I talked with Bloody a good bit. Seems nice. Seems really interesting. I still don't trust her by any means, but definitely someone to keep an eye on. Then I talked with Antonio for a bit. Antonio's super nice.
It's been interesting so far. Our tribe has had a lot of characters on it, to say the least.
I met Tasha, and that definitely seems to fit the brief.
Tasha is 2 White Claws deep currently.
I've heard that she's 6 White Claws deep.
Is she 6? That would explain
That's
a lot
what I've
more.
heard.
But She's definitely feeling it at like whatever. I think it's 1 in the afternoon for her. It might be 2 at this point. She's
I think it's 2 for her.
She's living her best life.
As she should.
Yeah, good for her. Other than that, we lost. Ariana, we voted out first, and she just wasn't really talking much. And the way that kind of fell was just like purely breakout room divisions, where it was 4 and 4, but one group had the elder, so one group was only 3 votes. So like the 4 people in the other room just kind of were like, I guess we'll vote together.
And it was blackout, so you couldn't message.
So like we couldn't do anything other than that. And then after that, we just like Mike and Jeff were kind of like melting down a little bit, both like in challenges and just like they got whiffs that they might be targeted, and instead of like composing themselves, they crumbled.
Other than that, I don't like. I think I'm doing well. I'm nervous for what Emerge would bring, just because I don't quite know if anyone on the other tribe would flip or would be willing. I don't know where the other tribe's at right now.
But really what it was, like, he just seemed overly connected and like kind of game body. Like his second or third message to me is like, what are your thoughts on the tribe? Is there anyone you would consider voting on? I'm like, we are on an immunity run. Why are we speaking like this?
Like in Messenger, he said that?
In Messenger, yeah.
Oh.
And so he was really, it's just, I don't know. Like he was able to create a lot of alliances that like he brought me into one, and then he made like 2 or 3 or 4 others. I don't know. I just know other people kept saying they were in one with him, and like all the fingers kind of pointed to him as being like very trying to gain control, I guess. Does that make sense? So
yeah, my only experience with him was at the very start. We were in a breakout room, just the 2 of us, for like 30 seconds. And
did he say like final 2?
No, he was instantly like, oh my God, Ben, I'm so glad it's just the 2 of us together. Josh, who just left, is insane. He's a crazy game player. We got to go for him. We got to watch out for him. And I was like, whoa, like slow down.
Welcome back to the Challenge Grounds, everyone. You are here right now to compete for your individual shot at the Eternal Flame. There will be 2 temples this cycle. So, as we are nearing the end of day 1, we have one final challenge for you all to compete in, where you will be competing against your own team. And yet again, another returning challenge from Season 1 titled The Knowledge of Apollo Part 1. So I hope you all have been paying attention today. This challenge is pretty simple. I'll ask you a question in regards to day 1, and using your whiteboards or notebooks, you will write down the answer, and when I say reveal, you will reveal your answers. The person with the highest score on each team wins the Eternal Flame. I'll give you a minute to gather your supplies. All right, we're going to start off with an easy question. What is the exact title of this challenge? All right, I need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is another returning challenge from Season 1 titled The Knowledge of Apollo Part 1. Question number 2. Of all of the challenges during day 1, how many of them returned from the first season? Answer reveal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is 3 challenges. I wanted to bring back a game from Season 1 called Thalia's Hunt, The Wings of Icarus, The Knowledge of Apollo, Part 1. Next question, what are the team names? The correct answer is ERON and GAIAN. All right, next question. What is the name of the first part of the beginning of day one? What did we refer to as the beginning of day one? Answer reveal in 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is the dawning. All right, next question. How many sacrifices have there been in the game so far? Three, two, one. Answers? The correct answer is 3. From the first cycle to now, how many cycle modifiers have we enacted? 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is 5. There have been 5 cycle modifiers. What prompt was worth the most amount of points in Thalia's hunt? 3, 2, 1. Next up, what is Fame the goddess of? What is Fame the goddess of? 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is Fame was the goddess of rumors and gossip. Next question, what is the subtitle for this season? 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is welcome everyone to Prometheus, Season of the Elders. All right, and the final question. Name the goddess associated with the first challenge of this season. Three, two, one. The correct answer is all right. So that brings us to your first immunity challenge titled The Law of Themis. The results are tallied. On Team ERON with 7 points, who earns themselves immunity via the Eternal Flame, we have Jocelyn. On Team GAIAN, we have Antonio with a perfect score. Antonio, because you had the highest score, you get to choose which team goes to the temple first.
Hello.
Congrats on immunity.
Thank you. I don't know how I did that. Like, I usually suck. It was hard. No, it's just like I just remembered the order and I was like, okay, what round happened when? Blah 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 blah. But I was even shocked that I got, like, even as I was counting it all, I was like, oh, I got 10.
I kept getting close. Like, instead of Themis, I got Thessia, and then Season of the Elders, I put Dawn of the Elders. I was like, I keep getting.
There's just the bits, yeah.
If it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm the two immunity winners. I'm the meat and immunity sandwich right now. I'm feeling good about myself. Maybe you can rub off on me a little bit.
Here you go. Take it. Take it all.
Thank you. I want it.
I forgot that it was a blackout round. Now I'm a little more happy I won.
I'm definitely like, what do I do?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to talk to others or talk to Jocelyn, I can leave and try and get more people for y'all to talk to.
Wouldn't mind. That would actually be tremendous.
Yeah. Is there anyone in particular you would kind of like sending your way?
Hopefully. Anyone from my original tribe.
Okay.
Jocelyn won immunity, which makes our lives here a little more complicated, just because we don't quite have the easy vote of Jocelyn anymore to keep our force strong. Tasha, God bless the woman. It has really gotten quite intoxicated over the past 2 or 3 hours. And I like, good for her, but I just can't work with somebody who's kind of so all over the place. I really like her and I really feel bad, but I can't work with somebody like that. But I don't have a vote, so we'll see. I made it to day 2, bitches, so get fucked, go me. That's really my main goal, is I just didn't want to get voted out on day 1 because of how embarrassing it would be.
I'm glad we've made it here together. Guys, I love Tasha. Homegirl.
Hey, I was kind of thinking about it because she's like really drunk.
Yeah.
Is it time to take the dog out back?
Wow.
Why do you say it like that?
Now I can't agree with you.
I'm just joking. No, I really adore Tasha. Sorry,
I'm assuming we're gonna be done, but if we have to do something before we merge, what's gonna happen? She's gone. Like she's past gone. She better not go snowboarding. I'm gonna call the police.
Right.
She cannot go snowboarding.
Girl, talk about snow.
There needs to be some laws when you're drinking claws, is what I have learned today.
Yeah, that's a good take. I would agree with that.
So I don't know if this is how it felt for everyone every time that they had to vote, but this is way less fun. I feel like we really got down to a good cohesive group. We were riding high off of our win. We really wanted to keep winning and just keep that feeling going. And it feels like we're voting someone out now who we've really bonded with after almost a full day of playing. but it sucks.
Okay, so oh god,
That's
so
enough for. Please don't pick me, and I won't pick you. I promise.
okay. Then who do you want to do then? I guess there's only Louise. Okay.
Okay. Are you
Okay.
down?
Yeah.
Promise.
Let's do it.
You're literally my final two. So.
Okay. Okay, girl. All right. Do you want to talk to Ben?
But will he tell her? Is the thing.
Oh. But then it would be like a 2-2, wouldn't it? Oh no, he can't vote. But
He can't.
Jocelyn can still vote.
Yeah. Oh, Jocelyn can vote. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Where is she at? I forgot that she's like part of it now. You're like in the game now. I've gotten so used to her just being like, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to go there and then one of them on back?
Yeah.
But down, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'll let's try to reconvene before we have to go. So I'm pretty sure I'm about to get blindsided. If I do, fuck my formal for. I hope Louise goes home. Sorry, Louise, but like that seems to be what we're doing. And I don't really know.
Hi.
Hey, Tasha. How's it going?
I just left with Jennifer.
Okay. What did you guys talk about?
So she said she was gonna hop over there and said someone would get kicked out. I was hoping it would be you. Jennifer and I just talked. We're probably going to do Louise.
Okay. Yeah, I assume so. I frankly, I know this is like a little shitty of me. I don't really want to be involved in it at all though, because I don't have a vote. I like you, Jenny, Louise, I love you guys equally. I don't want to.
Love them too. We love like this whole crew too, but like we're like literally like being pushed to like do something, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Do you want me to go try to bump somebody over to you? Because I might not be of help. I can kind of act as the weight.
It's gonna be a 2-2, and it's gonna be up to you. It's gonna be Louise, and because.
Well, if I'm making the decision, then I think I'm gonna go try to talk to them because I don't want to have to do that blind. I'm gonna go try to chat with them first.
Okay.
Okay, but somebody will be coming your way, I assume.
I'll leave, and then you can chat with them.
You'll leave?
Yeah, I'll leave.
Okay.
I'm being told it's either me or Tasha, and I hope that it is Tasha, not me, because I want to stay. I felt like I'll be really bamboozled if it's me, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm shook. Like, I'm genuinely shook right now. I mean, I do believe in the alliance that I have, and that it is solid, but like, yeah, I'm nervous, and I felt like I got into a room and like, people were talking about me. So, I'm definitely a bit worried. I'm definitely worried. And I just have to hope that what people said to me was true. And if it wasn't, then I go home. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going to try and have that frame of mind.
All right, so welcome back to the temple again. This will be your final time at the temple before we conclude day 1. So, starting off, Ben, you are the current elder, and you are immune from the sacrifice now, but you have no power. Given that the team is so small at this point, do you think it's going to be a messy vote with just 4 people?
I think it is, honestly. It's not only 4 people, but only 3 of us 5 are eligible to receive votes, I think is the more pressing thing. It was fun. It was a little funny because I was in the breakout rooms. My first instinct was to like start talking strategy, but I was like, oh, like I don't matter here. Like I quite literally am just here to like hang out. I finally knew how Jocelyn felt. So I think it is going to be a little messy here, which really sucks because I think we've been super unified and super great at working together and keeping it not really messy. So I'm like, this is the first temple I've been at where I am pretty nervous just because I feel like whether it be Tasha, Jenny, or Louise, all these people I've worked with so far. And I kind of told them, I was like, I don't really want to part in it, but at either way, I'm about to lose one of my friends in this game, which really sucks.
All right. Jocelyn, I would have normally asked you, how does it feel to not be immune, but you did win immunity and you're not even the elder. So you've made it through the entirety of day one immune. How does that feel?
Really nerve-wracking for tomorrow. I mean, great for today, but once today is done, little nervous.
Okay. Very, very simple. So just taking a look at everyone's faces, Jenny, you look pretty worried right now. Care to express your feelings?
Yeah, like, you know, when there's only like so many options, you're, of course you're going to be worried, but it's also like, you know, you get to know these people that you're playing with. They're good people. You don't want to vote anybody out. And so it's like, how are you going to weigh your options moving forward? So it's just like a lot of, not worrying, but just like a lot of thinking and like overthinking. And it's a little bit stressful because, you know, you like everybody.
All right. So Louise, we're going to go to you now. So given that you are at the end of day one and, you know, day two is right on the horizon where everyone will be unified as one team, but fighting for their, individual shot at the Eternal Flame, what is your biggest consideration for this vote? Essentially, what player are you looking to have with you for the second day?
Someone who's got my back, and it's as simple as that. As someone looking for like a mutual exchange of trust, which is all you can really ask for in these kind of situations. All you can do at points in these games when it comes down to is put your trust in someone and hope that they have trust in you and that they've got you. So when I think about, okay, and there are only 3 people here, and the thing is that I really genuinely trust any of these 3, or these 2, these 5, well, 4. I don't know how to count, you can probably tell. But like, the situation isn't allowing us to move forward. It's a shame because I feel like had this been non-individual immunity and this was a regular challenge, we would have had a good chance of winning. We could have gone at like a severe detriment going into a merge. So it's like, or joining, whatever it is, I don't know, coming together. So it's, I don't know, it just sucks, but that's all I'm looking for, is just someone who's got my back, and then so I can have theirs.
All right, so we will conclude things with Tasha. Tasha, how are you feeling, especially after that challenge? You had the lowest score out of all the players. It seemed like you were definitely getting a little frustrated at the end, but how are you feeling knowing that you are not immune for the final vote of the day?
I mean, I was very clear with the team that I suck at puzzles. When I saw the crossword, I was like, okay, perfect. I'm not feeling good. I would not be surprised if I end up leaving tonight. I hope I don't. I have told people that I have them, and I will have them like to the end. That's how I play. But if I go, I go. There will be no hard feelings. But when I was picked for the puzzles, I was like, that's literally the thing I said I suck at. So I'm not picked for like memory, which I'm good at, and then I'm picked for puzzles, which I was clearly adamant that I sucked at. So like that was fun for me as a member, or a team member rather. But I do feel like I've made good connections, and I have been honest with the people that I'm like willing to work with. So I hope that is enough. It might not be, but I guess we'll see. And if not, then no hard feelings. Like, it is what it is, really. I mean, honestly, this has been the most exhausting game I've ever played so far. And it's only been a couple hours. So I'm like, oh my God. But please save me. Thank you. Bye.
All right. So do we have any final thoughts? All right, then with that, please submit your vote and your voting confessional.
Tasha, I'm voting for you in the hopes that it is you and not me. I love you dearly. I think you are so funny. And I wish that this had worked any other way. But this very much, I feel like this could be me going. So I just have to do what I gotta do.
Hi, I am voting Louise because it's either me or Louise, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be me this round. But so be it. I'm pretty sure I'm going, so if I am, then love you all. Bye.
All right, the votes are tallied. Person with the highest amount of votes will be sacrificed from the game. First vote, Tasha. Second vote, Louise. Third vote, Tasha. That's 2 votes Tasha, 1 vote Louise. And the next member sacrificed from the game, Tasha. Tasha, I'm sorry. Do you have any final thoughts?
I knew I was going out this round. I could tell from everybody's mannerisms and all of that. I'm not a freaking idiot. I hope that everybody in this group goes far. Like, I literally hope y'all start to slay because you guys all deserve to win. Other than that, like, I'm actually kind of excited to go out this early because I can freaking chill and like have a good weekend and not wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. All right. So what I feel happened is I started off on a bad foot with my Wi-Fi, and then I like made it back with the 4 that I like started with, but they had already kind of bonded by the time I like joined their 4, I feel like. So it was like their last like little leg, which is fine. I mean, honestly, after how I started, I didn't really think I was going to make it through like any round, but I do feel like if I had made it one more round to the merge, then it would have been a whole new game. I think I did nothing wrong with this game besides having bad Wi-Fi. So like maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. But this is my confessional. I don't think I did anything wrong, and I am happy to just lay in bed tomorrow on my Sunday and eat a sandwich. So cheers.
Hey everyone, it's your boy CJ, and I'm back for another video confessional. It's stressful. Like, I didn't expect that me and Josh is gonna be on the bottom. I really like Josh as a person and as an ally, but we didn't have the time to message because it's blackout, so we need to just do face-to-face, so it's hard to talk to him one-on-one. But yeah, I mean, I've heard that they wanted to vote out Josh, but I don't want that to happen. Like, I hope I have the power to just switch and, you know, paint another target with another person. I just wish there's gonna be a merger swap because I'm ready to jump ship. Like, to be honest, like, I'm gonna go with Jennifer and just, you know, create some chaos.
Hey Josh.
Hey Josh.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh my gosh.
We're trying to figure out what to do. We were just talking about how, like, with 6 people, you know, it only takes 3 and Tracy, or like, you can obviously just all vote together, but it's difficult when you can't message, I feel like, to get on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Has there been any talk?
A little bit. I feel like it's been a little dancey and people trying to kind of figure it out. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit vulnerable, so I've just been kind of pleading my case and trying to.
Yeah, I think both of us. I mean, just to, you know, to be honest, like, I think Josh and I were gonna be on the chopping block just because we're not on the same.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the boat.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
like, I want to apologize to you, Michael, because I know, like, you know,
Sure.
I don't know. I wanted to be on the right side of the vote on that, and I really just didn't know.
What happened?
Really?
Vote him. Okay, vote him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. We're good.
So my plan is to definitely vote for Josh tonight. I have been, the reason for it, I felt really close to Josh, and he was actually like my number one ally for the first like couple rounds. But the last vote, when Maddie was the vote, I didn't like how he made an alliance with me and Aaron and then proceeded to not have its back and really just kind of give me like just shady vibes all around. He wasn't committing to anything. He was making excuses to not vote to keep Aaron, even though I told him that we already had Antonio and Aaron, so he would be the swing vote, and he still didn't want to, and he just wasn't straightforward about it. So to me, that's a giant red flag, and I would rather chop that off now rather than rather than letting Josh get to a merge and potentially, you know, work with the other people in the other tribe against me. So
just to get down to brass tacks of it all.
So I feel like I'm in the bottom because I was out of the vote last time. I'm just telling people straight up.
And I told you this already, but I have literally never heard your name come out of anyone's mouth.
Well,
and
okay, So not on our tribe, but during the delegation, I had like 30 seconds alone with Ben, and he was saying that apparently Maddie had called you out at the very beginning.
Yeah, which is crazy because Maddie kind of like fucked my game. So that's, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, like, I just want to like, you know, work with people that I've been hanging out with today. So I think, you know, the only other person at the bottom was CJ. So that's, I think that's my vote, voting that way. I don't know. What do you think, Aaron?
I'm fine with CJ. That's, I mean, I don't want it to be me. I want to make it to the team. So I'm happy to do whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna join this other room. I'm gonna start. Okay. I mean, just be honest with me. Is it me or what's happening?
I swear on everything, Josh. I've not heard your name. It is not you, as far as I know.
I know that we've only voted twice, but I feel really like comfortable with a lot of different arms of our team. So of course, we've got Aaron, who I've made a lot of progress with this round. Reinforcing the fact that I did vote to keep her, which thank God I did. I really came so fucking close to almost voting her out. I don't know why. I think Maddie's just like absolute confidence almost shook me to my core to where I almost did a really fucking dumb thing. But thank God I followed my gut, and my gut told me to vote out Maddie, and apparently other people's guts were like, vote out Maddie, so Maddie's out.
That being said, Josh is scared shitless. I feel that. I completely understand it too. I think if you reassure him and just also go with CJ, I am totally down to vote CJ.
That's what I told him that I would do too.
Yeah.
That's
us three. And then, I mean, like, who else do we even?
Okay. I really want to talk to Michael and Antonio.
But I would say spread CJ. I'll try the same. Okay. You should be good. The only person I've heard is Tracy say your name. And she didn't say it. She just casually mentioned it.
But with Aaron this round, immediately coming to me and telling me that she was feeling worried about the vote. And I let her know that Tracy had actually kind of threw her name out there inadvertently, of course. And I made it be known. I was like, you know, like Tracy said in one of the breakout rooms, like, oh, why don't we just do the thing that we did last time? Why don't we just go with the name that was second in the last vote? But I do think Tracy has my best needs at heart, and I think she's just trying to be fun.
But CJ, like, how do you feel? Like, I know that you said
I'm actually nervous just because I'm hearing my name. So, you know, I mean, I think it's pretty normal for us to be like nervous if anyone throws out your name, and it's kind of like expected in some way. But for me, like, I would definitely, I mean, I already vibe with you, Bloody, because you picked me. So I was like, okay, this is my girl. And Michael is just my room buddy. Like every time I go to the room,
I know, we've been chilling.
He's there.
That's
He's there. I was like, oh my God, are we like on the same, mindsets? Like, okay, I'm
the Survivor gods are telling us something.
Yeah. We also all have like wired AirPods. So
yes.
Oh, that was a rough round to not have Messenger. It was really hard to figure out what people were saying. I think it's between Josh and CJ. That's what people have been saying to me. But it seems like Bloody and Michael have my back, and I think Antonio does too. Because I really do think that like the way that it ended at the end of the last time is that people just sort of voted who they wanted. Okay, well, I want to say my feelings are not hurt that you voted for me. I am still totally interested in working together going forward if that's something that you are interested in as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like I feel a little bit like thrown under the bus by Maddie in a couple ways about it. And yeah, I hope I can show you that like my vote is like where I say it is this time. And so like I'm just trying to go with the group was kind of how it was last time. Maybe I was too passive about it, but if you have a feeling about, because I mean the people that were on the bottom last were me and CJ, so I would say if we push it that way, that's like where my head is at, because I know I'm already sort of like in scramble mode a little bit. So
I'm okay with CJ if that's what people are wanting to do.
So I mean like, if I can like get you, earn your trust back and everything. I also think I kind of burned Michael a little bit. All right, we're about to go to the vote. This was like blackout, which I think actually was pretty helpful because I could kind of get people face to face, and I think I could be a little bit more genuine with people, specifically the people that I voted last time. Aaron, I voted, and yeah, I kind of just like threw myself under the bus, but threw CJ underneath me. So I was just like, I voted Aaron. I didn't know what was happening. I'm sorry. I'm trying to build back trust.
So what's going on? What's happening, people?
We're trying to figure it out.
I'm just pitching my case. Yeah, I wanted to just be in the group, and I didn't know where the group was like kind of my thing last time. Like, I feel like I couldn't get like a real answer from you, Antonio, which, it is what it is. And I thought you were voting.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were voting for Aaron, and that was kind of my like deciding thing to go either way. And yeah, I just hitched everything to the wrong horse there a little bit, and I think it was just a misread on Antonio.
And also, Aaron, I just want to apologize though for the vote. I mean, last time I didn't get the chance to talk because we're not in the same room, so I was able to explain myself. So yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, totally fine. I don't hold that against people. It's a game. I mean, you have to do what you have to do, and it sounds like it was pretty crazy at the end of it, and people were like very unclear of what was happening. So I think I'm gonna vote Josh here. I actually would maybe prefer to have Josh stay.
Well, if there's a tie, I want to know what people,
Oh yeah, I forgot that you get to break the tie.
What I mean? Like, I want to know what people are thinking. If there's a tie, like, what do you want? How do you want me to break it?
Hey, Aaron, real talk. Do you have a preference?
Not really. I would say I've talked slightly more with Josh, but that also means that he stabbed me in the back more than CJ did. So I'm cool either way.
Bloody was saying that it seems like Josh was kind of just accepting that it may be him.
He really does. He's like, yeah, it's just between me and CJ. Like, it's what it is.
And CJ's at least like trying to not have it be him. I don't know if Josh has.
I haven't talked to CJ at all yet,
So this vote, kind of falling between CJ and Josh. They were just the two that weren't in on the vote during the last one. And so they've kind of found themselves at the bottom. Josh kind of just put himself forward as someone who was probably getting votes. And I think everyone was like, okay. And has kind of been going with it. The thing, I want to be a little devious, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you would want to go, because if you're going to have to, I mean, because it might end up being
let me go over
Tracy.
with the vibe is. All right, guys, I'll stay.
Yeah.
Okay, can I clue you in on something that I hope you keep secret? I kind of want to force a tie to get some blood on her hands.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Because she hasn't.
It might end up being like that. I literally don't know because everyone is just saying whichever person is not in the room.
So it could definitely tie 3-3 here. I'm kind of surprised that Josh, he played the way that he did because I was really with him, and I just feel like he got sucked into Maddie, and Maddie was all over the place.
So, GAIAN, welcome to the temple. You are here to sacrifice the next player from your team, and there are 7 of you currently. We are going to start off with Antonio. You have individual immunity. How are you feeling?
I'm definitely enjoying having it. It's never fun to be vulnerable, so having a little bit of immunity is nice. This is also my first immunity win in like all of my org stuff. So I'm really proud that I was able to do that. I just think, it gave that little extra sense of security in the game because you can never be too comfortable. If you're too comfortable, you're probably on your way out. So I'm definitely glad this immunity gave me that little extra step there.
Moving on to someone else who is also immune but does not have power in this vote, we have Tracy. Tracy, you've been immune the entirety of day 1. Now, granted, you've only been to the temple twice. How do you feel knowing this is the last time that you are guaranteed immunity as an elder?
I'm nervous, but at the same time, since this is my first time doing this, like making it through day 1, even though it kind of felt like I was cheating a little bit because I did have immunity. I don't know. It's been a lot of fun. So, I'm super excited to get to go through tomorrow and see how far I get. But all in all, it's been about the experience and just being on like a great winning tribe today has been amazing. So, I hope I get far tomorrow for sure. I'd love to win, but no matter how far I get tomorrow, it's still amazing. So, and I feel just as nervous when we have to vote somebody off. It's like, even though I don't have a say in it, I'm still like, my stomach's still churning on the inside. Like, I don't want to see anyone go. And I'm still like, but, I don't know. I'm kind of glad my vote doesn't count, but at the same time, I do have my own opinion. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
All right. So, just some observations that I have made throughout the game. Bloody, I think it's pretty obvious that you seem to be a fan and a student of Prometheus. Did you figure this trivia challenge was going to be happening at the end of day 1?
Good question. Yeah, I did. I mean, you could see that was one of the answers I got right. I was like, oh yeah, like Apollo. Like I remember this challenge, Knowledge of Apollo Part 1. And I remembered the significance of the Part 1 from the first season. Did I know it was coming? Of course. But did that help? No. I don't even know how many I got wrong, but I definitely got, I think, like 3 wrong, at least. So I don't know. It's like the difference of knowing if something's coming versus the difference of being prepared. I just simply was not prepared.
So we're going to move on to Aaron. Aaron, last vote, you had received quite a few votes. It was split between you and Maddie. How are you feeling now at the end of day 1, knowing you are so close to making it to the second part of this game?
Well, it's certainly a little nerve-wracking knowing that there were votes cast for me last time, and people might be thinking like, oh, hey, it would be easy to write her name down again, either because I did it before or other people did it before. Maybe she's somebody we can get people on board for. But at the same time, there were 4 of us that voted together last time, and that is a majority when there are 6 of us voting. So I think that we, prove trust somewhat through the last vote. At least I know, the people that I'm trusting. And I also, because obviously at least one person will be here tomorrow that did vote for me, is that I don't hold a grudge about that. I am willing to work with whoever. I know that it's a game. My feelings aren't hurt. You were just doing what you thought was good for your game. So I am open to working with whoever.
Okay. So, Michael, do you know if it is common knowledge of who voted where at the last temple?
Yeah, I would say I think I know who voted where. From my understanding, it was the people that voted for Maddie, our legendary singer on the tribe, were myself, Bloody, Aaron, and Antonio.
All right, so then that just leaves CJ and Josh. Josh, I see that smile. How are you feeling knowing that you were on the wrong side of the votes at the last temple?
I mean, vulnerable, because I think anytime you place a bet where you don't know where it's going to land, it feels like a bet. And right when the votes get read, you either know if you win or lost. And like immediately I was like, oh, well, I'm on the bad end of that. So, I'm just trying to rebuild trust and show myself as a good ally moving forward in the merge. It doesn't feel good. I feel vulnerable. I know I'm getting at least one vote today. So it is what it is, but I'm happy to be here. So.
All right, so concluding things with CJ. CJ, we just heard both Josh and Aaron talk about, the vote last temple, and, Josh is trying to rebuild trust, and Aaron said, moving into day 2, she won't necessarily count it against you. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like that's a real possibility for you or Josh to be able to do moving into day 2?
For me, I'm just gonna be doing it, cycle by cycle. So I'm trying to make sure that I survive this cycle because, I'm already actually invested in this game. At first, I was just like, chilling with you guys. It's nice to meet some new people during the pandemic. And now it's more of like, okay, I'm really invested and I want to, get to know these people. It's like very, charming. So it's nice to be part actually of, this tribe. If ever I go home tonight, I'm gonna be sad, but I hope you guys, I won't take it personally, but yeah, it is what it is, just like Josh said. Yeah. And I'm just gonna keep, fighting. Fight.
Okay. Do we have any final thoughts before we go into the final vote of day 1? All right. With that, please submit your vote and your voting confessional.
My vote is for Josh. I was really hoping that we were going to be able to move forward after our rocky start and both being the people that didn't get to introduce themselves. But after what happened with the vote last time and just where it feels like everybody else is going, I think I'm voting with the majority. If not, I'm sorry that I'm throwing this vote at you.
When I told you I hadn't heard your name, I wasn't lying.
I kind of want to force a tie, and I think that may happen. So if a tie happens and you stay, I'll explain exactly why I did what I did. Best of luck, no hard feelings.
All right, the votes are in and tallied. The person with the highest amount of votes will be sacrificed from the game. First vote, Josh. Second vote, CJ. That's 1 vote Josh, 1 vote CJ. Third vote, Josh. Josh. That's 3 votes Josh, 1 vote CJ. And the last person sacrificed in day 1 of Prometheus, Josh. Josh, I am sorry, but do you have any final thoughts?
Nope. Good game, everybody. Have fun. And see you later. I feel like this is my worst placement ever, so it's a little bit weird. I think, I just made the wrong bet, right? Like, I felt like I was pretty comfortable with Aaron and Michael, but I just didn't get like the same sort of like connection on that side of it. And then you just make the wrong bet and it's over. Like, I don't really know what was happening in the breakout rooms where, good on CJ. I don't know how much like part of it CJ had in getting that vote to turn to me, or if it was just like people just not trusting me and not wanting to work with me. I don't know. I feel like it was like a little difficult to get my footing in this one. And it was fast, but I had fun. And I don't know. I think even when those teams got broken out, like in the very early in the morning, I was like, I don't know about these. Like, I just didn't feel comfortable or like I just didn't feel like anyone really had my back other than Maddie, and even that wasn't even really true. So I don't know. It was just like kind of a bummer, but it's sometimes it's like, you know, these games are all about social skills and stuff. So it's like, or social personality is just like who ends up in the room, you know, like if I got drafted by the other tribe, who knows what would happen.
Welcome, Prometheans, to the end of day 1. Congratulations to our final 10 on making it to day 2.
I made it. I made it. Did you make it? No, but I made it. I can't believe it. I thought I was a goner. Like, I'd accepted my fate. I was like, they're gonna keep Miss Tasha over me. That's okay. This is such an overwhelming experience, by the way. It is crazy. But so much fun. I'm having so much fun, but I'm also dreading tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm terrified. So I hope everything goes well. I have complete trust in the people I'm with. So the first part of my plan is complete, and I've made it, and now it's time to be a sneaky little rat, and I'm gonna start making bonds with everybody else, so they don't see me coming.
Day 2 will play out a little bit differently. So if you are sacrificed from the game, you will be added to the sticks and become the next member of the jury. At the end of day 2, the jury will decide on who will be the next Promethean.
I think I've done a bang-up job coming out of 5 rounds. And one of the keys of doing a good job is not having to go to temple that much. That felt pretty good. And we're still up in numbers, which is great for a merge. I feel really good about Tracy, of course. I mean, and what a known duo, and what a harmless known duo. And then besides that, I've done so much work on ERON in this round as well. Even though ironically, I was about to vote her out last round.
Full day with immunity was nuts. I definitely did not expect that coming in. The elder position helped, and then trivia was where I was really excited to come in, and it worked out for me, and I was able to keep it. So I'm really excited to move forward with the people that are left tomorrow. I hope that we're able to stick together because I do really like our team. It was a long, exhausting day. That was a lot of times in a row to have to go to temple. And now we'll be back at temple every time again tomorrow. So I guess it's good that we got a lot of practice.
In addition to this, the team elders are no more. You will now be as one team, where the only one immune will be those who hold the eternal flame. And one last bit of information before we conclude today. You will be allowed to message anyone in the game overnight. So we highly suggest maybe using that time to get to know those who you have not gotten the chance to really know today.
But I am so excited to make the merge, and I am just delighted to be here at the end of day 1. My first time playing, I was out pre-merge, and so I am just really glad that I was able to correct the mistakes that I made the last time, and I think I'm in a decent spot going forward. Certainly have work to do, of course, and because I am not satisfied with just making the merge, I definitely want to keep going and keep playing, but this just feels like a really big accomplishment, and I'm glad that I made the right choice of voting Josh out. I think that I can work on my relationship with CJ and can build that, especially because, you know, everybody voted together to get out Josh. So that was a really good way to end our time as the GAIAN team.
I'm really happy with where I'm at in the game. So with the last vote, it ended up being unanimous for Josh, which I didn't really expect. I thought maybe someone would vote to keep him, but that's really good that we all were able to get on the same page, because we're pretty sure that the other team, at least Louise, Jenny, and Ben are all really tight, and we think Jocelyn is, but there's a possibility, maybe not. It's hard to tell, but probably they're all 4 pretty tight. So I have little alliances, especially with Louise and Jenny, so that's good. Hopefully I can not be their target. But we do have the numbers here from original GAIAN. We have 6 and they have 4. So my plan of attack would be go after Ben and Jocelyn first, because they're the 2 that I'm not working with on the other tribe, and hopefully I can make that happen. But there's a lot of time in between then. We got hit with a bombshell that we're able to message each other from the end of day 1 to the beginning of day 2. So that's going to definitely change a lot. So I'm going to really try to utilize this time, and as tired as I am, and as much as I don't want to really message people that I just spent 8.5 hours with, like I'm going to, because I want to win. I want to be the last Promethean standing, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that happen.
On that note, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.